Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Have you ever felt like you're waiting for your big break? That moment when you finally step into your purpose? Well, let me tell you about a guy who literally got a promotion from heaven. This is the wild, fiery, and miraculous story of how Elisha took over from the legendary prophet Elijah. This story can be found in the book of 2 Kings, chapters 1 to 5. Buckle up, because it's a ride. Our story kicks off in 2 Kings, and the vibe is intense. King Uzziah of Israel takes a nasty fall, and instead of turning to God, he slides into the DMs of a foreign deity named Baal-zebub. Bad move. The OG prophet, Elijah, intercepts the king's messengers and drops a truth bomb. Because you ghosted God, you're not getting out of that bed. You're done. The king, obviously not happy, sends troops to arrest Elijah. Twice, fire from heaven barbecues them. The third captain finally gets the memo, approaches with respect, and Elijah goes to the king to deliver the bad news in person. Spoiler alert, the king dies, just as God said. This isn't just a story, it's a flex of divine power. God isn't just one option on a spiritual menu, he is the option. For the main event, it's time for Elijah's retirement, and it's the most epic exit in history. No gold watch, no farewell party. Instead, a chariot of fire and a whirlwind scoop him up straight to heaven. Before he goes, his protege Elisha makes a huge request. He doesn't ask for money or fame. He asks for a double portion of Elijah's spirit. This wasn't about being twice as good. It was about being recognized as the primary spiritual heir, ready to carry the immense weight of the mission. As Elijah ascends, his cloak, his mantle, falls to the ground. Elisha picks it up, walks to the Jordan River, strikes the water, and just like his master, the river parts. The other prophets watching are like, yep, the spirit of Elijah is now on Elisha. The torch has been passed. Elisha is now the guy. His first acts are a mixed bag. He purifies a city's water supply, but also has a very strange and harsh encounter with some youths who mock him. It's a stark reminder that with great power comes great responsibility. And disrespecting God's chosen messenger has serious consequences. Elisha's ministry goes into overdrive. We see a coalition of kings from Israel, Judah, and Edom stuck in the desert without water, on their way to fight Moab. They're desperate. They turn to Elisha, who, despite his frustration with their shaky faith, seeks God's guidance. God provides water out of nowhere and promises them victory. It's a powerful lesson. God's help isn't always dependent on our perfection, but on his sovereign plan and mercy. Then the miracles get personal and incredibly touching. Elisha helps a widow on the brink of losing her sons to debt slavery. He tells her to gather empty jars, and God multiplies her small amount of oil until every single jar is full. She sells the oil, pays her debts, and has money left over. This isn't just a magic trick. It's God showing up in the middle of real-life economic crisis. He sees our struggles and provides. Elisha also promises a son to a childless Shunammite woman who had shown him kindness. Years later, when the boy tragically dies, Elisha comes and raises him from the dead. He even purifies a poisonous stew, saving a whole group of prophets. These stories show a God who is intimately involved in our lives, from our finances to our families, from life to death. Finally, we meet Naaman, a powerful Syrian army commander, a total boss, but he has leprosy. A humble Israelite servant girl in his house suggests he see the prophet in Israel. So Naaman loads up with gifts and goes to see Elisha. But Elisha doesn't even come out to meet him, just sends a messenger. Go wash in the Jordan River 7 times. Naaman is insulted. The Jordan? A muddy river? He has better rivers back home? But his servants talk some sense into him. If he'd asked you to do something difficult, you would have done it. Why not try this simple thing? So Naaman swallows his pride, dips 7 times in the Jordan, and his skin becomes like a child's. He is completely healed. He returns to Elisha, a changed man, declaring, "Now I know that there is no God in all the world except in Israel." It's a stunning display of how God's power transcends borders, status, and expectations. It's about simple obedience and humility. From fire from heaven to a river that heals. The transition from Elijah to Elisha is a masterclass in God's sovereignty, power, and personal care. It teaches us that God equips those he calls, provides in miraculous ways, and offers healing to anyone who humbly seeks him. It's a story that challenges us to look beyond our own understanding, trust in a God who can do more than we could ever ask or imagine. Thanks so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and share what you thought in the comments below. See you next time. Stay blessed.